Hi, this is Mrs. Chutkowski here to go over the information for our new test called the M-STEP. The M-STEP stands for the Michigan Student Test of Educational Progress. The M-STEP replaces the 40-year-old Michigan Educational Assessment Program test that we know as MEAP. The M-STEP is a computer-based test that consists of multiple choice and constructed response questions. And the test will be administered to grades 3rd through 8th and 11th grade. So how is the M-STEP going to be different than the MEAP? Well, the MEAP was a paper and pencil test, while the M-STEP is going to be a test online. The MEAP measured our old standards known as the GLICS, while the M-STEP is going to measure the new standards known as the Michigan standards. The MEAP was always administered in the fall, and it covered material from the previous year, while the M-STEP is going to be administered in the spring, and it'll cover material that you've learned this school year. So what tests will you be taking? In 6th grade, you will take the ELA and math tests. 7th grade will take ELA, math, and science, and the 8th graders will take the ELA, math, and social studies tests. The ELA test consists of 3 parts. The first day of testing will be the online test. The second day of testing will be a classroom activity, which will be about 30 minutes with your teacher, followed by a performance task. The third day will be the second part of the performance task. The math test consists of 2 parts. On day 1, you'll take the online test, and on day 2, you'll have the classroom activity and the performance task, which will consist of parts 1 and 2. The science test will be given to 7th graders only and will be covered over 2 days. The social studies test will be given to 8th grade only and will be covered over 2 days as well.
Hi, it's Mr. Peruski. You're probably wondering when you're going to take the M-STEP test. Before I show you the schedule, I want to talk to you briefly about attendance. While attendance is always important, on days that we're taking the M-STEP test, it's especially important that you're in school. Please try to avoid being absent if at all possible. If you're on Team 601, you'll be testing on May 18th, 20th, 21st, 28th, and June 1st. If you're on Team 602, you'll be testing on May 19th, 26th, 27th, 29th, and June 2nd. The testing dates for Team 701 are April 27th, 29th, and 30th, May 6th, 8th, 12th, and 13th. If you're on Team 702, you'll be taking the M-STEP test on April 28th, 30th, May 1st, 7th, and 11th through the 13th. If you're an 8th grader, the M-STEP testing dates are April 14th through 17th and the 20th through the 22nd. You might be wondering what you can do to prepare for the M-STEP test. First, take the practice test, and you'll be doing this in school. Secondly, make sure that you get plenty of sleep on the nights before testing days and that you have a healthy breakfast the morning of. Remember, just do your best and don't stress. Now, Mr. Lindberg would like to briefly talk to you about the M-STEP test.
Okay, hi everyone. Thanks for listening and watching our video. You heard a lot of stuff about the M-STEP, and the biggest thing I want to remind all of our students, and I want you to hear it from me, is while these tests are important, I don't want anyone to get worried about them. I don't want you to get stressed out about them. All we want is for you to do your best. So a lot of times I like to kind of think about a nice place that's kind of relaxing, and maybe this will help you guys as well. Let me think about that nice place. Yeah, that's a good spot.
I wonder where some other staff members' happy places are.
You heard to make sure that you get a good night's sleep, you have a healthy breakfast, and the biggest thing, like we said, just do your best. Not only for yourself, but also from your middle school too. We Are MUIR is the mission statement that we always talk about. Also, there's going to be some changes that are happening in the building during this testing time. We're going to have schedule changes. We're going to have times when you're in classrooms a lot longer than you're used to. And there's always a possibility that we could have technology changes. So we want to make sure that everyone is positive about this, and we're all in this together, and we're as positive as possible. So again, to kind of summarize, do your best on all the tests, and let's stay positive and have a great end of the school year. All right, so I just wanted to thank everyone. And before I leave, hold on. I have a special guest walking in. It's the MUIR Colt. He has something to tell me. That's a good point. He wants to make sure before we leave this video that we end it the right way. Go Colts!